Hi there, Holistretch fam. My name is Frances Eve. In this video, you will learn how to deeply stretch your calves and ankles. If you're someone who's a runner, been on your calves a lot, this is the video for you. Now, we are going to be using a strap, but if you don't have a strap, you're still more than welcome to experience the stretch because all you really need is yourself. You don't really need a strap. Now, if you have a strap, use it. If you don't have one, you can use a towel, a rag, a t-shirt, any of those things, or nothing at all. So no worries if you don't have one. We are still gonna get a deep stretch. Okay, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet done so because there are so many more stretch videos for you and I love to get this workout. All right, let's get started. Hey guys, welcome back. First, what we're going to do is we're going to open up the hamstrings and calves. So let's go ahead and begin to lay down on our mat and notice that actually when we're stretching out the calves, we're also stretching out this whole line of muscle down here. So we're stretching out our hamstrings. It even goes into our glutes. So stretching out the hamstrings and the glutes is always beneficial for the calves and then of course the ankles, everything attached to everything else. We'll go ahead and take the strap. Again, if you don't have one, what you're going to be doing is bringing your hands just behind your knee, okay? If you do have one, we'll go ahead and wrap it around the middle of the foot and we just use it to help us with the resistance. We're going to go ahead and pull inward towards the chest, keeping that strap just in the middle of the foot there. And then we're going to kick up into the strap. If you're not using one, bring your hands behind your knee and just slowly kick up. Okay? So a lot of us may not even really need the strap because we're feeling the tension already. But you want to pull down and kick up. Now notice when you kick up, what muscles are you stretching? I'm feeling it all along here, this whole hamstring and behind the knee, which is really, really good to avoid knee injuries. You really want to open up the fascia in here. We're going to pull down with the foot and then kick back up on the exhale, okay? So let's do about 5 more of these. We'll inhale, squeezing down, exhale up. Reaching the heel of the foot up to the ceiling. Down, inhale, and up, reach, high. Using the opposite foot to ground yourself down and keep your spine flat on the mat. Inhale, down, exhale, up, reach, take your time. Really reach, really see if you can straighten this leg. Here we go, down and reach up. Good. Let's go ahead and do 2 more. Down and up. Last one, down and up. Now let's try and straighten that leg and see where you can straighten it. So you may not even get straight until you're down here. In that case, give yourself some more room with the strap. But we'll see how close we can get the knee towards your chest whilst keeping it straight, okay? So I also don't want you to lift your hip like this. So keep those hips down. Keep the glute pressed down towards the mat. That will give you the more accurate stretch, okay? You're gonna feel that in the hamstring right here. I feel it. All right, now giving yourself more space with the strap, we're going to kick down, and we don't need to come all the way down. I just want you to feel the contraction of the hamstring here. So I'm squeezing down, and then I'm pulling the leg up. Squeezing down. On the inhale, exhale, pulling it up. Now we're starting to warm up the calf area by working the hamstrings, squeezing down. When you squeeze down, contract the glutes and pull it up. Good. Exhale. Down. Exhale up. Excellent. We can do 3 more here. Really squeezing the glute, contracting the hamstring down. And up. Really flexing that foot too. You may need a little closer grip on the strap. Coming down. Pulling up. Pulling that strap towards you. Keeping that glute pressed down toward the mat. Good. 2 more. And in the middle of your foot and up. And 1 more time, squeezing down, pulling up, and then walking your hands a little bit up towards the strap. So now that foot is super, super flexed, right? Your toes are pointed towards your face. From here, keep that weight on the strap. If you don't have a strap, you're just pulling down on the leg, okay? And as you have that weight, you're going to point the toes up. Now I just got a bunch of cracks in my ankle, so that just means everything's moving around and opening. So I'm pointing and then coming back down into the flex. Point. Now as you point, notice you're contracting the gastrocnemius. And flex. Point on the inhale and exhale, flex. That's it. Feel the contraction, squeezing up and down. You should feel it working, and also, and of course, the shin. Point, feel the contraction in the gastroc. Flex, feel the contraction in the shin. Good. Let's go ahead and do 2 more. Point, inhale, flex, exhale. Walk your hands up the strap 1 more time. Point and flex. Beautiful. Now from here, just give yourself a little ankle circle, working the sides. Now notice when you bring the foot inwards towards the medial line, this whole side of the shin opens up. Really good if you tend to get shin splints to do these side stretches. And when you do the stretch, I always recommend a dynamic resistance stretch. So opening the foot up laterally and then stretching it medially. Find your breath, nice deep breath in here. Good. And we'll go ahead and switch. Before you switch, just drop that leg down. See if you notice a difference. I definitely feel more opening on the lateral edge of the calf for sure. Okay. So let's go ahead and strap in with the right leg. Again, if you don't have a strap, hands just behind the knee here for stability. Ground down with the opposite foot. And then, what do you know? We're gonna bend and flex. So nice relaxation of the ankle here. A little bit of a flex. And then we're gonna bend the knee down, keeping the arms and shoulders on the mat, and open up on the exhale. You may not completely open up all the way straight. I just want you to feel the opening in the hamstring here. Squeezing down, inhale. Exhale, reach the heel to the ceiling. Squeeze down and up. Find your position in here. Feel where you're the most contracted. So I'm feeling it behind the knee, feeling it in the hamstring. Depending on where you're tight, you may feel it more in the calf. Okay, let's go for 5 more. Inhales, bend. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, bend. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, bend. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, reach. Last one. And reach. Good. Now see if you can straighten that leg, giving yourself a little more leeway with the strap. And from here, we're going to drop it down just enough that you can feel the contraction along the whole leg, along the inner thigh, the hamstring, and then pulling up, keeping it nice and straight. This time you're flexing your foot a little more so your toes are towards your face, okay? So in the end position, your heels reaching towards the ceiling, your toes towards your face. And squeeze down, pulling back up on the exhale. Squeeze, contracting the glutes on the right side and pulling up. Good. Let's do 5 more. Inhale. Exhale. Up to your face, take your time. Inhale. Pulling, squeeze, exhale. Inhale down. You might even feel adjustments in your hip. I will tell you, my hip has been adjusting a lot, cracking. I'm going to do stairs today, so this is a great warm-up for me today. Pulling down and reaching up. Great. All right, let's do one more. Squeeze down, inhale. Pull up, exhale, reaching the hands up the strap, flexing those toes. So look, you can flex the foot and not flex the toes. I want you to actually flex the toes also. See the difference? Yeah, all the way. I'm talking all the way. Get them down. Good. Walk your hands up a little more if you can. And then we're going to make ankle circles around. Can switch directions. Good. And then medial and lateral stretches of the ankle. Medial stretch, lateral out. I'm feeling a lot on the medial stretch on the lateral part of the calf. So when you feel a good stretch, we can just hold it for 30 seconds. And breathe. Find your breath. Nice deep breath. Notice which muscles are working. I'm feeling inner thigh, outer thigh, knee. Pull it in a little more. Ooh. All right. And bring it back down. Great job. All right. That is all we're going to do for the strap. So you can put that strap away. Okay. The second stretch is a pancreas stretch. And what we're going to do is lift up the left foot. We're going to bring the left arm to the inside of the left leg. So elbow to the inside of the left knee. And then you're going to flex the foot and grab onto the lateral edge of the foot. Okay, like so. We're going to inhale. We're going to pull the foot down. And then on the exhale, we're going to kick that foot up towards the ceiling, like so. You're going to feel this opening all along the lateral edge here of the hamstring, but also into the calf, definitely behind the knee. So pulling the foot down, you want to give yourself a little bit of resistance as I pull down, and then you're going to kick up, giving yourself some resistance. So what that means is that as my leg is kicking up, I'm going to pull it down And then as I'm pulling down, I'm gonna kick it up. So you should actually feel your quad working, okay? Let's do 5 more. Inhale, pull down. Exhale, kick up. Inhale, pull down. Exhale, kick up. You got it. All right. Pull and lift. Now, this is all a warm up for the last stretch I'm going to show you. It's going to be deep, so really work these stretches out. And let's go ahead and do one more, pulling down that foot, and then exhale, kicking up. Excellent. You can just rock that knee down towards the ground, give yourself a little inner thigh stretch. While you're at it, may as well. And relax it down. Ooh, baby, that felt good, felt so good. So, next we're gonna move on to the other foot. Right arm to the inside of the right leg, right elbow towards the right knee, right hand to the lateral edge of the right foot, flexing that foot. Okay, like so. Pulling the foot down and then kicking up. Now when I kick up, that heel goes right towards the ceiling, okay? Pulling down with the arm, resisting with that squeezing to lift up. Opening up the pancreas meridian, opening up the inner thigh, opening up behind the knee, and to the medial edge of that calf, and up, okay? You guys ready for 5? I wanna notice where you feel it. And wherever you feel it, it's gonna be just where you're the tightest. So if you're feeling it more in the hamstring, you're just having tight hamstring experience. If you feel it more in the ankle, you just have tight ankles. So notice where you feel it and see if it moves as well after this class. So 5, inhale, exhale up. Squeeze down, pull it down, kick up. Good. Inhale, squeeze down, exhale up. 2 more. Pull down, kick up. Whew, starting to feel real good. It's gonna feel so good. Inhale, kick up. Oh yeah. Oof. Whew. Amazing. And then drop the knee down, get a little stretchy. Oh, all right. I think you guys are ready for the final calf stretch. Shake your feeties out. Give yourself some rotation. And let's come up to a downward dog, okay? Right, so to get into this downward dog, what we're gonna do is we're gonna press the fingertips down into the mat. Nice, steady base. And then we're going to lift the hips up and walk the feet back so you form a triangle in your body. Drop the head and neck and shake it loose. Next, we're going to walk the feet in towards each other and point the toes, or rather lift the heels up and then drop them back. We're going to lift up and drop back and lift up and drop back. And then we're going to walk the hands up towards the feet, just about a foot. So little steps forward. As you step forward, bring the heels down. Okay, so if this is enough stretch for you, keep it here. Just walk those heels out. This might be good enough for you. But I'm going to show you, if you want to go super deep, this is what you do. Keep walking. And then when you've gotten about a foot forward, go ahead and stop. If this is so much, like too much of a stretch, you can bend the knees a little bit. Okay. Next, what you're going to do is walk the hands back. So stay on your fingertips and keep that spine straight. In this position, you're getting the full length all the way from your back, all the way down to your feet. We're going to bring that right foot behind your left heel, okay? See if you can straighten the legs. And then we're going to balance with that right hand. So you can bring that right hand back a little bit as your right foot goes back. The left hand comes to the hip. Okay. From here, making sure the spine is straight. Now I'm getting a super, super deep stretch in the hamstring here. If you want to feel more into the calf, what you're going to do is this. You're going to bend the back leg and keep the front leg forward. Now already I feel the change of the stretch. So when they're both straight, I feel it in the hammy. When the back leg is bent, I feel it more down in the calf. Now, if we want to go even deeper, you can bring that hand back down and then flex the front foot. Okay. Keeping that spine straight. Now, this might be super crazy, but if you want really, really deep, this is where it's at. This gets the entire sciatic nerve. It gets all the way up into the glute. It gets behind the knee, the ankle, the foot, and everything in between, right? Okay, amazing. We can go ahead and drop the left foot down. Let's bend at the knees. Give yourself just a little break, and then we're gonna come back into the stretch. Hips up, straighten the legs, straighten the spine. Hand to hip, bending the back leg. If you want to go further, drop the hand and flex the foot. Always reminding yourself to straighten that spine as much as you possibly can. And breathe. Okay, one more time. Let's give yourself a little break, bending the knees. And here we go. Straighten the legs. Left hand to hip. Bending the back leg. Ooh, I feel that. Straightening the spine. Pushing the hips back. Dropping the hand and flexing the front foot. Wow. Keep straightening the spine. Lengthen through the neck. So try not to keep your head up or too far down, just keep it neutral. And we'll hold for about 30 seconds here. Nice deep breaths. And then if you like to round your spine here, we can drop the front foot down and then make the right foot meet the left, walking the hands back out to that downward dog position and walking the dog out. Ooh. We can take a little break. How was that for you guys? For me, that was super intense. Just all the different levels of going deeper and deeper, because at the very end, you really go into the soleus, which is like the deepest part of your calf. So let's go to the other side. And come to that downward dog. So pressing the fingertips down into the mat. We're going to lift up. Widen your feet a little bit, hip width apart. Press the heels down into the mat, straighten the spine. Lift the shoulders up towards the ceiling. Relax your head and neck. And then walking the feet in towards each other. We're going to lift the heels up and drop back down. Lift up and down. One more, lift up and down. And then walk the feet up about a foot. Okay? Each time getting the heels on the mat. Now, when you've gone as far as you feel like you can go, we're going to walk the left foot behind the right.
and the left hand comes back, kind of like if you have a bicycle, it's like a kickstand, but use that to balance yourself out. Right hand to the hip, and then we're gonna bend that back leg. Wow. Now notice your hips, because I noticed my hips started coming in, so push that hip back, find that alignment, keep that spine straight. And then if you want to go deeper, drop the hand, flex that front foot. Work on keeping that spine straight. And then drop the front foot. All right. Ooh. Take a little break, bring the feet together again, shake out your hands. Okay, let's go again. Left hand to stabilize, left foot back. Right hand to hip. Shoulder, you don't want to slump. Shoulder lifting up to ceiling. Notice the difference in the stretch. My shoulder's here, I don't really feel that much, but when I lift up through the side body, now I'm feeling that lateral edge. Ooh, wow. Bend that back leg. And you can just hold here, maintaining that straight spine, lifting up through the neck. And of course, if you want, drop the hand, flex the front foot. And breathe. Oftentimes we forget to breathe in these stretches, but the breath is your engine. The breath is just going to keep you going. All right, bringing that foot down, give yourself a little break, and coming back up. Left hand down, left hand behind, right hand up, bending the back leg. Wow. You may even notice that your stretch moves as you continue working, making sure that hip is pressed back. I feel the difference here. Right here, I'm actually not getting that much stretch, and then when I push back, it's like, so being mindful of where your body is in space and making these little adjustments can make such a huge difference. Drop the hand and flex, and we'll hold. And breathe. Keep pushing that hip back, keep straightening, lengthening through the spine. And drop the front foot. Bring the left foot to meet it. And we can hang here, holding on to our elbows. And then coming back down. And we can go ahead and press back to child's pose. And actually, since we're working the calves, let's curl the toes underneath and come back and stretch out our toes a little bit. Thank you guys so much for joining me in this video. I hope your calves feel as incredible as mine do now. They feel like butter. I feel like butter, honestly. So good, and this is so good for the hamstrings as well. Share this stretch with people you love and keep working it. Leave me some feedback, see how you like it. And I'll see you in the next video. Feel free, everyone.